Alright, Algebra 1 7.4, this is page 451 in your book. It kind of goes along the same lines of what we just got done doing. You know, not everything is easy as the numbers being exactly the same. So let's talk about at least common multiple is LCM. It's the smallest, right here, number that two or more numbers can divide into evenly. So for example, 2 and 6, the least common multiple of 2 and 6 would be 6. 6 can go into 6, 2 can go into 6. How about 3 and 8? The least common multiple of 3 and 8 would be 24. 3 can go into 24, 8 could go into 24. Least common multiple. Okay? So let's take a look at these. We're going to solve linear systems by multiplying first, and hopefully you'll see what happens here. Check this one out. We're going to do this by elimination, or I call it combination. This book calls it elimination. I call it combining the terms. But if you look at your x's, you have a 6x and you have a 2x. Well, right now, these aren't going to cancel each other out. Even if you subtract them, they're not going to cancel. These right here, 5y and 3y, they're not going to cancel out because the numbers aren't the same. They got to both have 5s, or they have to both have 6s, or something on them. So if you look at this, let's make one of them be the opposite so we can add them. And I see right away I can make 2 a 6. Well, how do you make 2 a 6? You take it times 3. But we don't want it to just be a 6. We want it to be the opposite. So I'm going to multiply it by -3. And just like we do anything else, if I multiply this term of this equation by -3, I have to multiply this term by -3, and I have to multiply this term by -3. So we get 6x plus 5y equals 19. And then when I multiply by -3, I have -6x minus 9y equals -15. Now my x's cancel out. This makes -4y. This makes +4. Divide by -4, y equals 1. And then I substitute it in. Let's put it right there. So I get 6x plus 5 equals 19 minus 5. I get 6x equals 14. Well, if that came out very nice, did it? You know what? This is a -1. There's my mistake. Whoop. See, 4 divided by -4 is -1. So that's going to be a -5, which changes that. That's going to be 6x minus 5 equals 19 plus 5. There, that's better. 6x equals 24. Divide by 6. X equals 4. So the answer is 4, -1. And if you put those into both equations, it would work. So you're still trying to eliminate them. You're still trying to add them together. It's just you have to set them up in order for that to happen. So let's see. There's the -1 for the y. And then substituting in and so it doesn't matter which one you pick. You're still going to come up with the same answer. Did I get 4? Yep, I did. Okay. 4, -1. Excellent. And then there's checking. Okay, it's really worth your while to check it because, especially on a test, then you maybe won't, hopefully you won't miss it. Okay, now not only sometimes do you have to multiply one of the equations, you might have to multiply 2. But look at this one. Before we can go, we got to get the x's and the y's underneath each other. So this one I'm going to minus 3x from this side, minus 3x from this side. So I'm going to have 4x plus 5y equals 35. I'm going to have minus 3x plus 2y equals -9. Now we start looking at what we can cancel, and I can't multiply this by anything to make it 3. I can't multiply 3 by anything to make it 4. Same thing here. I can't multiply 2 by anything to make it a 5, and vice versa. So, you know, it doesn't matter which one you do. We may pick a different way than what the book does, but if I multiplied this top one by -3 and the bottom one by 4, what do you notice about my x values? This one's going to be a -12, and this is going to be, I need to multiply by a positive 3. Then that'll be positive 12. This will be a negative 12. And then they'll cancel out. And remember, when you multiply by 3, you have to multiply everything in that equation by 3. So this is going to be 12x plus 15y equals, I got to do 35 times 3, so 105. Negative 12x plus 8y equals negative 36. Those cancel out. 13y, 105 minus 36. 69, look how nice that is. 13, y equals, I think 6 times 8, no, 13 times 4 is 12, carry the 1, 52, 13 times 5. I thought that would go in there evenly. Let me see if I messed up one of them. Negative 9. I multiply right, negative, positive, 13y, 105 minus 30 is 69. What the heck is 69 divided by 13? Let me see here. 69 divided by... Well, it doesn't go in there evenly. It should. I guess sometimes they don't go even, but it's coming out that way. They did it a different way. Let me see. 12, 15. Oh, shoot. Do you guys see where I messed up? Right here, look. I took 3 times 4 and got 12. And 3 times 5, that's supposed to be a 15. So that's supposed to be 23. 23. And 23 times 3 is 69. Sorry, my mistake. So then I go up here and put it in. Let's put it in right here, the y. I'll put in the 3, so I'm going to go 4x plus 15 equals 35, minus 15, minus 15, 4x equals 20, so x equals 5. So my answer is 5, 3. So we had to arrange, this was a long one, you have to arrange them so they're the same, decide what you're going to multiply by, and they decided to do the 5 and the 2 and make them be 10, which is okay. We're still going to come up with the same answers. So 5 and 3. There it is. Same thing, 5, 3. Okay, comes out. So elimination, which we can't, nothing works. This one, if I try to get rid of the y's, I'd have to multiply. But this one, if we just multiply through by a 3, that'll be the opposite. So that's going to be negative 6x plus 9y equals negative 15. So that's gone. So those are going to cancel out. That's going to be a 7y equals negative 14. Divide by 7. Y equals negative 2. So we'll put 6x minus 2 times negative plus 4 equals 1 minus 4 minus 4. 3 equals 6x. Divide by 6. X equals 1/2. 1/2 negative 2. Hopefully that one worked out. Yes. Negative 1/2. Where did the negative come from? Right here. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. I'm making careless mistakes. I'm sorry. Must be tired. Alright, this one, if I multiply the top through by a 2, it would be a 10. So I make it a negative 2 to make it be negative. So that's going to be negative 4x minus 10y equals negative 6. So the 10s will cancel. Negative x equals negative 9. X equals positive 9. So 18 plus 5y equals 3 minus 18 minus 18, 5y equals negative 15. Divide by 5. Y equals negative 3. 9, negative 3. Got to get these arranged right, so minus 5x minus 5x, so I get 3x minus 7y equals 5, minus 5x plus 9y equals 5. Alright, you know what I'm going to deal with the 3 and the I'm going to make times this by 5 to make it be 15, times this by 3 to make it negative 15. So I'm going to get 15x minus 35y equals 25. Remember to multiply everything that time. Negative 15x plus 27y equals 15. Those cancel out. Subtract 27, that's going to be 8. Negative 8y equals 40. Divide by negative 8, y equals negative 5. And we're going to put in a negative 5 right there, so 3x, negative 7 times negative positive 35 equals 5, minus 35, 3x equals negative 30, x equals negative 10. So negative 10, negative 5 is the answer. There we go. Example number 3. Darlene is making a quilt that has alternating strips of regular quilting fabric and sateen fabric. She spends $76 on a total of 16 yards of the two fabrics at a fabric store. Which system of equations could be used to find the amount x in yards of regular and y in yards of sateen fabric she purchased? Okay, so she purchased 2 different types of yarn. There's our x and our y, and she purchased 16 yards of it. So x plus y equals 16 for just the amount. Now the money would be, let's see, they want x to be regular, so 4x plus the y is the sateen, 6y equaled 76. So we just have to match up those. There it is. It's B. Right? So the amount of fabric, then the cost. There's our 2. And it was B. So a soccer equipment store is having a sale on soccer balls. A soccer coach purchases 10 soccer balls and 2 soccer ball bags for $155. Another coach purchases 12 soccer balls and 3 soccer ball bags for $189. Find the cost of a soccer ball and the cost of a soccer ball bag. Well, we have 2 situations. One coach got 10, let's say that x is soccer balls and y is the bags. Okay, so we got 10x plus 2y equals 155. Another coach got 12 soccer balls plus 3y equals 189. Okay, so let's, boy, there's nothing that we can really cancel. Let's deal with the 2 and the 3. So I'm going to make that be a 6. So I'm going to multiply through by 3. This is going to be negative 6. So I'm going to multiply through by negative 2. So I'm going to get 30x plus 6y, 155 times 3. I'm going to use my calculator because I've been making silly mistakes. 155 times 3 is 465. And then that's 2. So I'm going to have 20, negative 24x minus 6y. So 189 times negative 2 is negative 378. So those are going to cancel out. 6x equals 465 minus 378, 87. Divide by 6. So 87 divided by 6 is $14.50. That's for the soccer balls. And let's just go back up here to this original one. I'll put it in here. $14.50 times 10 would be $145 minus, so plus 2y equals 155 minus 145 minus 1, that leaves $10 for 2 ball bags. So the bags cost $5. So soccer ball $14.50, the bag $5. There we go. So you're always looking for 2 situations that you can set up, and then you're trying to eliminate one of the variables, which to me makes it so much easier to solve these. So that's it, and we will see you in the next lesson. Bye.